Kamala Harris certainly came to play. I think she was the clear winner of the evening. I think she was the Julian Castro of night two, who really needed to up their game and up their name ID, and I'm sure she'll see a little bump from this. But there are things that transpired between Kamala Harris and Joe Biden that could be perilous for her. It's one thing to have started the conversation about saying it deeply hurt me when you seem to have coddled segregationists, and he said that's not what I was doing. But then to lay into the conversation about busing, which was clearly planted. There was social media immediately right after to back that up, the picture of her as a young girl, completely adorable, and no doubt as a Democrat, as an American, the idea of opposing busing is not a great thing, and that's something that he has had to answer for. But it seemed premeditated, it seemed opportunistic, and she is going after the demographic that Joe Biden has right now on his side. That's older voters and African-American voters, especially African-American women. And these are people who have known Joe Biden for decades. They trust him. They say, would Barack Obama have picked a crypto racist as his VP? I mean, she kept saying, I don't think that you're a racist, but then saying
that's so
things
interesting.
that
So you think that he came out ahead in all of that, or that she damaged herself with those attacks?
I think it will be complicated. She's already doing cleanup on the private insurance thing, saying, oh, I didn't mean to say I wanted to get rid of private insurance. She's also for the Green New Deal.
Saying, I want to kick
her and Bernie, only once.
And then she said, no. She refuted it almost immediately and backtracked it again this morning, saying, oh, I thought it meant giving up my own private insurance.
What?
Yeah. For all. That was, I'm paraphrasing, but it was a big what.
Actually,
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, please.
I did with my what? Nobody was talking about their own insurance last night. How could you think
she
that?
might have taken some shots at Vice President Biden, but did she come across as the strongest competitor against Donald Trump?
That's the question.
The answer is no.
Really?
No, she did. No, absolutely. She came across as developing some great opposition research on Joe Biden, and I want to point this out. Other than that stumble, that in terms of, well, Eric Swalwell, he's just mad that he's been rejected from the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and like every other boy band he tried out for. He has one claim to fame, it's that stupid poopy diaper ad that he put out. Number two, but with Kamala Harris, Governor Huckabee said something interesting earlier that all the other candidates will steal from her, is that she personalized the attacks, which means that you can't refute them, because you can't say that's not true. It's very effective. It doesn't really mean anything in terms of subject.
You know, Dagan, it's funny.
Substance.
I thought that about that picture that was, as Jessica said, immediately put out that precious little picture of when she would have been riding the bus in California. How do we refute that? How do we fact check that? You can't. And it's so very personal that all you can do is take in that image of, oh my gosh, she hasn't aged a minute. Like, I mean, it's all very personal at that point.
But he did do, so it is personal, and sharing personal stories, which a number of them did, especially when it comes to healthcare, we're emphasizing that. It did feel like a personal attack, but he handled it well. Did you notice his face? He didn't break.
His face isn't moving at all. That's a different subject.
This
that
is so
was kind of
nuanced
distracting
compared to what I'm hearing today from other
but I just
people
got to say
in
also,
party.
and you played the clip, I think it's important where he said, I left a good law firm to be a public defender, not to go and be a prosecutor.
I get it.
That's not taking a shot. I think it's important in emphasizing his record and where he has been on civil rights. This is what John Lewis was talking about when he defended him last week.